Hey, morning everybody. It's Monday morning here in New York, a little bit after 5 o'clock in the morning. I assume that a lot of the people that I work with are up trying to get ready for work right now too. If you're still up on the West Coast, or if you're already up on the West Coast, you're either a trooper or you or you don't have work today. But happy Monday. Wanted to do a quick vlog. Today's topic is about the power of decisions and making decisions. So I think this is especially a good topic for a Monday because I think that a lot of us, especially those of us who don't necessarily love what we do yet, or those of us who aren't really that thrilled, maybe perhaps every Monday to go in and do the job that we have, you always should remember the power of making decisions. I like to tell myself or remind myself every day, at least once or twice, that I'm always one decision away from changing my entire life. So I think it's kind of hard to grasp, and it sounds like one of these things that you see on Instagram and you kind of scroll past it unless the typography looks really, really nice. But you're always one decision away from changing your life. I think the thing that people don't see in that statement and they forget to tack on to the end of it is that you have to make that decision or the right decision continuously every day for the rest of your life if you really, really want to achieve that change or get to that goal. So it's not there's no master lottery decision that you could make today that if you never made another decision for the rest of your life would change everything in the perfect way. It wouldn't. There's not one thing that you could do that could make all of the pieces of the puzzle called life fit together perfectly. But the key is to take that first step and realize that making a decision is the first step on the way to your goal, and then just understand by taking it slow and respecting the process, like I kind of mentioned in one of the other vlogs, that if you make the right decision every day and you continue to do that, you'll eventually be able to reach your goal. So the power of decisions, it's kind of like a ripple effect, actually. So just to give you an example of what it means, if I were to decide today to, well, you know what, let's take this vlog. So I decided 8 days ago that I was going to start this vlog and do this every day. I make a continuous and a consistent decision every day when I wake up to continue the vlog. So if I were to, for example, make the other decision, it's very binary, it's very simple. You can choose yes or you can choose no, to do or to not do. If I don't do the vlog, then it's over. That's it. I haven't invested, any money or, substantial amounts of time into this. So it's kind of something that would just maybe drop off. But if I continue the vlog, let's say for 365 days, then at the end of that 365 days, I now have, a library of content that's going to live forever on the internet that hopefully can help a few people along the way. And who knows, in doing this vlog or, in whatever the case may be, who knows what will happen as a result of that. So like I said, a ripple effect. When you choose to do something new, you meet people that you wouldn't have met before, you say things that you wouldn't have said before, you do things that you might not ever have had a chance to do before. And all of those experiences and those happenings continue to expand your universe and your horizons. So the ripple effect of making decisions, though, can only happen when you start to make decisions. Now, one thing I do want you to remember, and I kind of spoke about it yesterday when I said don't think, just learn. You have to be smart about how you take action, how you jump into things, and how you decide. It's not going to really do me any good to walk out the door and decide to use my mortgage money to play the lotto, because I probably won't win, and that wouldn't be good for anybody. So that was kind of an extreme example, but you always want to make sure that when you're making a decision, you have in the back of your mind, a goal in mind or a thing that you're going for. Otherwise, decisions, they could be, meaningless, or they could be wrong. It's really good to be able to make choices and to take action, to implement ideas and to make decisions. But if you're making the wrong choices all the time, then it's not really going to matter. It's actually, in that case, it would be better if you didn't make any decisions or take any action at all. So always remember to take your time, start slow and expand. I kind of preached on that a little bit yesterday. Respect the process and make the informed decisions. So this is similar to don't think, just learn, but learn in an educated way. Learn smart, not stupid. Make the informed decision, and you will end up on the winning side of the trade more often than not. Now, another thing to always remember, in understanding that you're always one decision away from changing your life, you never want to let anyone make that decision for you. So and this can be a little bit difficult, and this kind of goes back to the very first content blog that I did. So it was the second on last Tuesday, I think, where I said don't do for others but do for yourself. So you guys should go back and maybe watch that blog so you get the full context of what I was trying to talk about. But as long as you are present and cognizant and of the mind that you have a goal in mind, you are making these decisions for a reason, then it's going to be really hard to let yourself become susceptible to others, making decisions for you that you cannot control. But the minute you kind of relinquish this control, or you kind of give up and you decide not to care, well, then the world starts moving around you without you. So this is, for all the people that think that when they go into their job and they're, the next best thing since sliced bread and the company can't keep going on without them. Oh, it will. I dare you to try and leave and then look at what's going on in the company the next day. It's still going to be moving even without you. So, realizing your place in the world, staying humble, staying positive, and being a contributor are all part of that specific example. But again, what I want you to remember is you never want to let somebody else make your decisions for you. And that doesn't mean that you'll always be the quote-unquote boss, or you'll always be quote-unquote in charge of what's going on. It's less about control, and again, more about being present in the moment, being present for those decisions mentally, and understanding how what's going on around you is affecting you, so that if there's something that needs to be changed, you can speak up and make that change. So it can also be a little bit scary to realize this, right? Because I think a lot of people, the norm is probably to default to you don't want to take too much responsibility on in life. Let's face it, if everyone wanted to take responsibility, we would have teams full of leaders, no doers. We would have, everyone would want to be, for example, the President of the United States. I don't see it that way in reality. So it can be a little bit scary to realize, because, deciding is hard, because making decisions means that more often than not, you'll have to take action around those decisions. And like I, kind of said earlier in the one of the vlogs, the trap that people fall into is it's so much easier to let people affect things around you and to kind of, remain peripherally in charge of your own reality, but to let somebody else perhaps drive the ship. Because it means that you're not, the last line of defense if something goes wrong. It means that if you get into trouble, that it won't be your responsibility. But, it's so much more fulfilling, I mentioned this yesterday, at the end of the day, to know that you were in control, to know that you gave it your all and went all out. You did everything that you could to create a positive result. And then if you fail, you fail. If you succeed, it's going to be amazing. So don't be scared to make decisions. Just make sure that you're making the right decisions. And then even if something goes wrong, which it always will in life, nothing is perfect. Everyone will have ups and downs. Everyone has their own bell curve. I mentioned this one of the days last week. Everyone's life is on a different bell curve. So as long as you know what to expect and you're not out there comparing yourself to other people every day, you definitely will not feel pressured by the fact that you really do need to make decisions in your daily life to create a happy and fulfilled life. You won't be scared by that, and you'll definitely be able to do it. But don't, don't fall victim to this fear of stepping up and making a choice. I will kind of close on this topic with a little quote. I think that you've all seen or heard it before somewhere. It's the only decision that you regret is the one that you didn't make. So I really find this powerful, and it kind of sums up everything that I just talked about. If you make a decision based on your own volition, your own will, your own thoughts, and your own, educated decision making, then it's really hard to regret it, because you know that you went into it for the right reasons, you know you had the best intentions, and sometimes it's just luck of the draw. Sometimes you just don't have it that day. But if you are, not present for your life, and you're letting other people around you steer the ship, make decisions for you, take control because you're either too lazy or too scared to do this, then you will probably only end up with a lot of regrets, because when you realize that you had the power in you all along to control your life, more often than not, it's a little bit too late to control it to the extent to which you can still do everything that you really, really want to do in life, because you will have wasted so much time. So, snap out of it today. It's Monday. It's a perfect day to realize this. Go out, make your own decisions, take control, steer the ship, and don't have any regrets. Let's go out and make Monday wish it never met us. Okay, guys? I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.